This holiday, BMW has reunited 3 members of the family at the BMW Road Home Sales event. The Agile X3, engineered for any adventure. The plug-in hybrid X5, commanding the streets with unmatched presence. And the all-electric i4, charging into the future with impeccable performance. Hurry in to find what powers your journey at the BMW Road Home Sales event. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Visit Valley BMW Center today for attractive lease and finance offers.
When you work in tech at Cox, you get to do meaningful work every day. You get to be the biker who codes as fast as he rides, crafting advanced tech solutions that transform car buying. Or a guitarist who develops harmonious apps and websites, connecting people to people and businesses, all in real time. A savvy soccer mom running solution sets as passionately as she runs gameplays. Be the super secret keeper, designing cybersecurity systems to protect private data and websites. A planet protector, expanding EV battery life and inventing more ways to build a better future for all. When you work in tech at Cox, you get to do career-defining work that solves the greatest problems of our time. Join us and connect to work that improves lives, including yours. Learn more about our family of businesses at cox.career/tech.
What's bubbling, magical people? Welcome back to the Witching Hour with Miss Merlin, where we like to talk about all things witchy and magical. Your one-stop source for everything spellcasting, ascension, healing, tarot, mediumship, psychic gifts, spirituality, chakras, plant medicine, healing, nature, and much, much more. I'm Kimmy, aka Miss Merlin, High Priestess and Shamaness, Medicine Woman, Psychic Medium, and Witch Extraordinaire. So let's jump on our broomsticks and meet me in the Crystal Coven Room. Today, we are going to have a special Yule episode. Blessed Solstice, everyone. I hope you are having a wonderful evening. If you didn't get a chance to check out my last podcast, I talked about the pagan origins of Christmas, and a lot of that stuff comes from Yule. Okay, so if you want to check that out, go back to my last podcast. So what I'm going to do tonight is we're just going to do like a special episode. It's what we used to do during Yule, during the solstice, and you can hear I have a fire going in the background, burning the Yule log. Is you would gather around the fire for light and for warmth and for safety as well, right? Back in those days, if any of you have ever seen anything that has to do with Vikings, like any shows or anything like that, you'll notice in the great rooms, they had these long tables, and like everyone would sit there around these fires and celebrate, right? So everyone would gather. So that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to gather, and they would tell stories, and they would sing, and you know, they would just be warm together and just celebrate this being the longest night of the year, and it just gets lighter from here, and the coming of spring, that promise that the light is going to return. So we're going to do some channeling. I'm going to pull some cards for you. I'm going to get you some lovely messages for your holiday season. All right. So I have a few different decks here. I'm just going to go kind of to where I'm drawn to. Of course, we're going to go to the Seasons of the Witch, the Yule Oracle, of course, because that is what we are celebrating right now. So let's see. What guidance do we have from the Yule Oracle? Oh, beautiful. I wish I could show you this card. Oh, okay. So, I have the Telling Stories card here. And the visual on the card is very beautiful. It's a fireplace with a fire going. And I hope you can hear that crackling in the background. With some stockings hung and what appears to be an older woman with 2 children on her lap, and she's reading them a book. And it's the telling stories card. And what was I just saying about this time of year with the gathering and telling stories and laughing and playing games and telling jokes? And that all goes back to ancient times. And we need to just revel in those moments right now. I know things can get really hectic and really busy. There's a lot of expectations. There's a lot of stuff going on. And especially women. Okay, I'm not discounting that men also have stress. But at this time of year, there's a lot of expectations on women and moms and grandmas, okay, and aunties and, whatever it is, to, have the house decorated beautifully and have the presents wrapped beautifully and buying all these gifts, okay? Like, sometimes putting ourselves in financial debt just to meet the expectations of others, or meet the expectations not even of others but of the season. You know what I mean? We get kind of caught up in it. But anyways, back to my point. And having all the beautiful food prepared. There's so many things on women at this time of year, to make it magical. All right? And Spirit is really saying, I know it's stressful, and I know it's hard work, but try to revel in those moments as much as you can and make the memories instead of focusing on the stressful parts, right? And please appreciate those in your life that are doing the hosting. It's a big job. And when you're doing the hosting well, which most women do, we make it look really easy. We make it look very easy to put out that whole, whatever holiday it is, Thanksgiving meal, Christmas meal, Easter meal, whatever it is. And that is such hard work, and especially if it's only one person doing it. So I want you guys to just really, have some appreciation for the women in your life who make Christmas magical and make it look easy, okay? And just revel in those moments as well. And, tell the stories. Leave the dishes in the sink. Who cares? Don't be stuck in the kitchen doing dishes while your family is all gathering, watching a movie or playing a game or something like that. Okay, just drop all the expectations. I just keep hearing that from Spirit. Expectations. You don't have to be perfect.
This holiday, BMW has reunited 3 members of the family at the BMW Road Home Sales Event. The Agile X3, engineered for any adventure. The plug-in hybrid X5, commanding the streets with unmatched presence. And the all-electric i4, charging into the future with impeccable performance. Hurry in to find what powers your journey at the BMW Road Home Sales Event. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Visit the Valley BMW Center today for attractive lease and finance offers.
When you work in tech at Cox, you get to do meaningful work every day. You get to be the biker who codes as fast as he rides, crafting advanced tech solutions that transform car buying, or a guitarist who develops harmonious apps and websites, connecting people to people and businesses, all in real time. A savvy soccer mom running solution sets as passionately as she runs gameplays. Be the super secret keeper, designing cybersecurity systems to protect private data and websites. A planet protector, expanding EV battery life and inventing more ways to build a better future for all. When you work in tech at Cox, you get to do career-defining work that solves the greatest problems of our time. Join us and connect to work that improves lives, including yours. Learn more about our family of businesses at cox.career/tech.
You can ask for help too. I know that's something I really struggle with too, asking for help. Hyper independent, right? And that kind of comes sometimes from childhood wounding, when you did, ask for help or, express something and you're met with rejection or resistance and things like that. That sticks with you and you become hyper independent as an adult. And I know a lot of women experience this, right? So that's what I'm talking about right now. Just kind of drop the expectations, okay? And just enjoy it. Go outside and make a snow angel. Play. Go back to being in that wonder of a child. Remember what it was like being a child at Christmas. The possibilities were endless. Let yourself have the magic back. Allow it. Leave the dishes in the sink. Leave stuff. Or let other people take care of things for you too. Ask for help so you can engage and enjoy the moment. All right? And also, winter is, and this is the solstice, this beginning of winter. And winter as a season is quiet and still and blanketed. Okay? It's a time for solitude and reflection and rest. Okay? Most importantly, I'm hearing rest. Okay? Allow yourself to rest. Like I said, there's a lot of pressure on people this time of year. Allow yourself a moment. Okay? Take that moment to breathe. Take that moment to have some fun, like I said, and engage so you don't feel separate from what's happening, That's just the energy that I'm feeling. Like I'm just seeing the separate rooms. Like I'm seeing like someone in the kitchen doing dishes all by themselves and a family in the next room. Like there's a tree and like everyone's laughing and, that's no fun. That's no fun. So let's not do that. Let's not do that. So whoever I'm picking up on for that, and that could be a lot of you. I suspect that it is. Okay, so interestingly enough here, we also have the turning inward card. And I was just talking about that. The reflection, the turning inward, the allowing yourself to be still and rest and enjoy the moment. This is the time where the earth is preparing. Gaia is at rest right now, preparing for that time of rebirth in the spring. So we should be following the season right now too, and be in that period of rest and stillness and reflection. You can find a lot when you take some time to yourself for some reflection. You can learn a lot about yourself, because I'm feeling that expectation energy again too. Who are you beyond the expectation of others? Sometimes we get so caught up in that we almost lose ourselves or forget ourselves. Okay, so it's time to take those parts and those pieces of ourselves back. Okay, I'm really getting that right now. So if someone maybe feels the need for a soul retrieval, that is a service that I offer. Okay, my email and my socials will be listed in the description for this podcast. So if that's something that you're interested in, let me know. What happens is when we have trauma or, things that happen to us, relationships, and it doesn't even have to be romantic, any relationships, friendships, romantic relationships, family relationships, those kind of things, we can leave parts of ourselves, with these people, like I said, and then we kind of lose ourselves. So it's often helpful to have a shaman or a healer, help you and guide you through the process of calling those pieces back, but bringing them back healed and putting them back in the right places, okay? So you can kind of feel whole again. All right? So again, if that's something you're interested in, I'll put everything that you need to know in the description box below. The next card we have here is self-care. So again, taking those moments for self-care. Now, I heard the most wonderful thing today talking about self-care. And this person said something to the effect, I don't remember exactly what it was, please forgive me for that, but something to the effect that self-love, doesn't always mean that you like love yourself. It just means that you're being nice to yourself, like you're your own human, right? So if you were put here to take care of yourself, like that's your human, okay? This is your, what were those things? Oh, Tamagotchi? Is that it? That might be wrong, the wrong word. I don't know. But you're human. You're here to take care of your human. So if you woke up in the morning and you asked yourself, what would I like to do with my human today? Like you were like babysitting or taking care of your human. It would be a much different answer than if you just woke up and went about your own routine, right? So looking at it that way is very beneficial. And the thing about self-love that he was also saying is you don't have to like yourself that day, right? Because there could be parts and aspects of yourself that aren't your favorite. Right? So you don't have to like yourself that day to practice the self-love and have compassion for yourself at the same time.
This holiday, BMW has reunited 3 members of the family at the BMW Road Home Sales Event. The Agile X3, engineered for any adventure. The plug-in hybrid X5, commanding the streets with unmatched presence. And the all-electric i4, charging into the future with impeccable performance. Hurry in to find what powers your journey at the BMW Road Home Sales Event. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Visit Valley BMW Center today for attractive lease and finance offers.
When you work in tech at Cox, you get to do meaningful work every day. You get to be the biker who codes as fast as he rides, crafting advanced tech solutions that transform car buying. Or a guitarist who develops harmonious apps and websites, connecting people to people and businesses, all in real time. A savvy soccer mom running solution sets as passionately as she runs gameplays. Be the super secret keeper, designing cybersecurity systems to protect private data and websites. A planet protector, expanding EV battery life and inventing more ways to build a better future for all. When you work in tech at Cox, you get to do career-defining work that solves the greatest problems of our time. Join us and connect to work that improves lives, including yours. Learn more about our family of businesses at cox.career/tech.
Okay, so I just thought that was like really, really powerful. So I just wanted to share that with you. All right, and we also have squirrel medicine here as well. Interesting. Squirrels are about preparation. I'm also seeing the number 555, 55. Okay, so when you see 5s in succession as a synchronicity, that is spirit telling you, oh my gosh, okay, so they just drew my eyes over to my DVD player, which is going through numbers right now at 55. I can't make this stuff up. Okay, I wish you guys could see me at this moment and what's happening. Okay, anyways, that is the number of big changes to come, okay? Big positive changes to come. And the squirrel is all about preparation, right? They hide their nuts everywhere, and most of the time, they don't find a large percentage of those. But that is how we get new plants and new trees and all of that. It's all the ecosystem all works together. But the squirrel medicine is all about preparation. And remember what I was saying about the cycle of Gaia right now. In that stillness and rest, in preparation for that rebirth, right? For those seeds to pop through the earth and open up, you know, for spring to return. Okay. So you might be seeing a lot of squirrels also as an added synchronicity. And don't discount it if it's something that's like common to your area. Okay? If your eyes are drawn out the window, you know, just 'cause, and you happen to notice some squirrels playing, okay, that is your intuition. That is your own personal guidance turning your head and making you look at that squirrel in that moment to notice that. Okay? So don't discount that. Don't discount the little things that the universe, the little hints of magic, you know, that the universe gives to you. You can't manifest miracles if you don't believe in them. You have to believe in them. It's so important. So, so important. All right. So I'm going to move on now to the magical messages of the fairies. And as soon as I picked up the deck, I turned it over. And right on the bottom, I have the affirmations card. So your words, now they're drying my throat chakra here. And remember, guys, when I say they, I'm speaking of my own guidance team, okay, giving me information, however they're giving it to me. All right. So they are saying that your words are powerful. Your throat chakra is powerful. Okay. Speaking. Okay. Writing also connected to the throat chakra. So affirmations. Now, what I tell a lot of my clients, okay, that I do trauma work with, to get a pad of sticky notes and start writing some things that you can relate to, all right, on these sticky notes, and place them strategically where you're going to see them and read them, okay? And when you keep looking at these things and reading them to yourself, and it's better if you do it out loud, look at it, read it out loud, okay? What you're doing in that moment, you're creating a new neural pathway. So instead of normally maybe being down on yourself or putting yourself down or overthinking or something like that, you're going to start telling yourself that automatically. You're creating that new neural pathway. You're creating the new way to think. Okay, so we're not going to the negative automatically anymore. We are automatically creating that neural pathway, and we're going to the positive affirmation. Okay, so you can be creative. And like I said, write it in your own language. Write it how it means something to you. All right? Even like something simple. I am beautiful. All right? Write that down there. I am abundant. The universe is abundant. Whatever you want to write for yourself. Okay? Like I said, be creative. Whatever things come up for you the most is what you're going to want to put down as affirmations, okay? To start telling yourself new stories, okay? Going back to the telling stories card, telling yourself new stories about yourself. Because, as within, so without. What we think of ourselves matters. What we think of our worth is what is reflected in the way people treat us on the outside. As within, so without. So important. So, go to the dollar store, grab some sticky notes, and start writing some affirmations that mean something to you. Whatever you notice your biggest insecurities or worries, whatever it is, whatever is important to you, and really think about it. All right? And like I said, put it in your own speak. And when you look at it, say it out loud. If you don't, that's okay. But creating that new neural pathway, new way to think about ourselves, raising your own vibration by doing so. It's so powerful. Like, it's such a small thing, but it really does make such a huge, huge difference. It really, really does. Okay. See what else we got coming in here from the fairies. I just feel like that very, very magical energy, right? It's that time of year. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so I'm shuffling, and the affirmations card came out again. All right, so that's a very, very important message. Extremely important for someone, maybe many someones, okay? Like whoever is connecting with this, I am manifesting, and I'm going to say it out loud right now, so it's even more potent. I am manifesting that this podcast finds the people who need to hear these messages in this moment right now, okay, for their highest good. So, we also have the everything's okay card here. Don't worry, it's all working out in a beautiful way. Now, they're showing me in my head the Tower card. All right, so the Tower card in tarot means exactly kind of what it says. A tower, crumbling, falling. Okay, so things falling away. So there could be some disruptions, some endings happening for you at this time. Okay, maybe a disruption in the way that you're thinking. Maybe some sort of belief system. Okay, take it however it applies to you. Whatever's ending right now, whatever's crumbling right now, trust it, let it go. We also have the let go card here, okay? Okay, but I'm coming back to the everything's okay. So whatever is moving and leaving your life right now, even if you don't understand why at this very moment, okay, you will in time, and just keep remembering, telling yourself, affirming, everything's okay. All right? Just let go. And again, expectations. Try to let go of those expectations. Just allow yourself time and space to just be right now and just enjoy. Be in the moment. So important. Okay? And the next card we have here is spring. So just saying, preparing for the spring. And the visual on this card is a flower blooming, and there's light coming out of the flower, and there's a butterfly flying in to the light and the flower, okay? So that's signifying to me the butterfly, of course, rebirth, right? The caterpillar goes into the cocoon, wintertime, rest, okay? Sometimes it's painful. Healing is painful. Okay, caterpillars, that is painful stuff, man. Woo! All right, and then they come out of the cocoon. Okay, the wings still a little wet, so we have to sit in the sun for a little bit before we can take off and fly. Okay, so again, this is that time of that kind of rest and prepare. Even if you don't know what you're preparing for, okay, take this time for that healing, all right? Even if it's like the caterpillar and if it's painful sometimes. Because, unfortunately, we have to feel to heal. That's the only way through it. There's no way to suppress it. There's no way around it. You know, you can't buy your way through it. You can't. You have to feel it to heal it. And that is, I think, one of the biggest problems with the world today. So many people are not healing. They're just distracting themselves with more things, you know, so they can suppress and suppress and suppress, or just continue patterns. So I don't have to look at that, you know. It's incredibly sad sometimes for me. It's hard because I notice these things. I want to help these people. But the thing is, you have to leave people where they are. You can throw all the knowledge and wisdom and facts and the most glorious information all tied up with a pretty little bow at someone. And if they're not ready to receive it and hear it, they're not going to. You know, that was a big lesson for me. I had to just stop knocking my head against the wall, you know, trying to put energy into people who didn't want to heal, you know, and just wanting to stay in like a victim mode, or you know what I mean. Oy, okay. Moving on. Let's go to, we're going to have a look at the Keepers of the Light deck right now. As you know, Everyone is inherently psychic. You are always surrounded with your own ancestral team, guides, deities, so on and so forth. So, let's see who is trying to connect with you right now. And remember what I said. If you're hearing this message right now, it is meant for you. Okay? Please don't forget to subscribe, guys. Give me a share also. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all the love. Okay, so we have the beautiful and powerful goddess Kali Ma coming through, facing fear. Yes, we are looking that fear in the eye and giving it the finger. Not today, Satan, so to speak, okay? Many spiritual changes are unfolding for you right now, and this is your chance to soar. So Kali Ma's energy is here with you, helping you transmute and move through, like I said, anything that is crumbling for you, anything that you might not understand, all right? And anything that is moving right now, think of your energy field as like a glass, okay? So if it's already full, you can't put anything more in it. So what's happening right now is all these things are moving away, so it's like we're pouring the glass out, whatever.
This holiday, BMW has reunited 3 members of the family at the BMW Road Home Sales Event. The Agile X3, engineered for any adventure. The plug-in hybrid X5, commanding the streets with unmatched presence. And the all-electric i4, charging into the future with impeccable performance. Hurry in to find what powers your journey at the BMW Road Home Sales Event. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Visit Valley BMW Center today for attractive lease and finance offers.
When you work in tech at Cox, you get to do meaningful work every day. You get to be the biker who codes as fast as he rides, crafting advanced tech solutions that transform car buying. Or a guitarist who develops harmonious apps and websites, connecting people to people and businesses, all in real time. A savvy soccer mom running solution sets as passionately as she runs gameplays. Be the super secret keeper, designing cybersecurity systems to protect private data and websites. A planet protector, expanding EV battery life and inventing more ways to build a better future for all. When you work in tech at Cox, you get to do career-defining work that solves the greatest problems of our time. Join us and connect to work that improves lives, including yours. Learn more about our family of businesses at cox.career/tech.
It's moving out of your life right now, okay? Whatever situation, job, relationship, belief system, whatever it is. I just heard the word addiction. So someone may have just kind of beat some addictions. And congratulations for that. Like, that's wonderful, okay? Pat yourself on the back. I know from personal experience that is a really hard thing to do. So, congratulate yourself every minute of the day. Every minute, okay? And love yourself for making the choice, okay, to be addiction-free at this moment. Congratulations, okay? So, again, using this energy of Kali here to transmute and move any fear around what is moving. Like I said, we're going to think about what's moving out right now as us pouring the glass out. Okay, all the stagnant energy that doesn't belong there anymore. And now the glass is empty and we can fill it with whatever good we want. Okay, so that leaves the universe free to bring in all the stuff that you are trying to manifest. Now, I feel like all of a sudden I feel like I'm stuck in like molasses or something. my movement is slow. I feel restricted. Okay. So you might have been going through this time of stagnancy where you have maybe felt stuck, or I feel like I'm getting like hands pushing my shoulders down. So like feeling like maybe controlled by other people or whatever it is. Okay. That is over. You can take your power back. Okay. You can own your space, own your aura, own your energy. All right. If people think you're too much, those are not your people. Okay. Those might be some of the people that are moving away from you at this time. All right. Trust the process. All right. That's what I keep hearing. White eagle here as well. Ancestor spirit. I mentioned that everyone has their own spirit team. So your ancestors, very, very close to you at this time. A lot of the synchronicities that you may be experiencing right now, numbers, songs, things like that, any type of messages are coming from your ancestral team. They're very, very close to you at this time. Okay, so maybe even if you're a little familiar with your ancestry, maybe really try at this time of year or two to just take a moment to honor that. All right, just honor like where you came from and stuff like that. And the way that I do that is through like, again, with the telling stories card. I'm so passionate and that about letting you guys know the pagan history of Christmas. I'm very, very proud of it. And that's how I honor it, by sharing it and making sure that, people know where these traditions that they still practice today came from. It's important. So in whatever way that you want to honor your ancestors in some way, do that. Okay? I'm really kind of feeling that energy there. Okay? We also have green Tara here as well. Okay, so supreme protection. You're protected. Cords are being cut to the past. Move beyond limitations. Trust the process. Okay, again, cords are being cut. So there could be stuff leaving your life, whatever that is. Okay, apply it how you may. Trust the process. Even if you don't understand right now, we have hope here as well. Love and acceptance. She is an archangel, beautiful archangel. She comes through in yellow and pink. Okay, so that could be like the color synchronicity for you. I try to assign colors to some of the deities and angels and stuff that I work with. So when their energy comes in, they can just flash the color, and I immediately, get the presence of who it is. And there's other symbols and stuff that I associate with other deities. So maybe if someone is connecting more to their own psychic gifts, you could kind of use that as your own tool to kind of connect. Okay, so if you want to use the color thing, go nuts. All right. We also have here Mercury, open communication. Beautiful. Get a weight off your chest, speak with love, and be heard. Now, I was getting that energy of the throat chakra earlier. How powerful is your voice? All right? And respect that. And really be mindful of the words that you choose, is what I'm hearing. Okay? Now, also, we are just coming off a Mercury retrograde. So we're still kind of in the post-shadow period of it for a little bit here, but the actual retrograde part is done. I believe Mercury stationed again direct on December 15th. So usually the post-shadow lasts about 2 weeks-ish, okay? But I usually find, and I mean it's different for everyone, but I usually do find, collectively, that the pre-shadow and actual retrograde are like the worst part of it, right? So you're just kind of like skipping off the end of it here. So again, just be cautious and mindful about the words that you choose. Don't get dragged into nonsense, okay? Like, I'm just hearing, like, advice that I got a long time ago. You can't reason with stupid. And that's what I was saying earlier. You know, you can throw all the facts and have the most beautiful argument, and if someone is not ready to hear the information, they're not going to hear it. You know, or if they've made their mind up on their stance, they're not going to hear it. Example, flat earthers. Okay? We know the earth is a globe. There's evidence of it. But you can throw all that evidence at them all day, and they are still flat earthers. So, my point. So, get a weight off your chest. Say it with love. Okay? Say it with mindfulness. But also do say it. Okay? I'm feeling here too with boundaries. Right? Set very clear boundaries. And also, like, letting people know what you need. You know, that came up earlier too. Open up that communication. Speak. Okay? If there's something that you've been meaning to say for a long time too, that's like been eating at you, get it off your chest. All right? Not in an argumentative way, but like, it's okay to tell someone how you feel or how they made you feel. We are not responsible for the reactions of adults. All right? So if you tell someone something and it upsets them or offends them, and like, I can't control how you control your emotions. You're an adult. Like, learn how to control your emotions, you know? I can't do it for you. So you're not responsible for the reactions of other adults, okay? So you can say whatever you need to say with love. Get it off your chest. People also are not mind readers, right? So we have to tell people how they made us feel. Because sometimes, like, they won't know. And they're not doing it in a malicious way. It's just, you know, from their own wounding or whatever, kind of oblivious to it. So if you don't communicate these things, and that's what makes a relationship healthy. Whatever relationship it is, you know, coworker, romantic, friendship, family. Open communication. All right, even if it's uncomfortable, we have to talk our way through these things so people know, so they can understand, you know, where we're coming from. Okay? But again, we have to leave them where they are. If they're not ready to hear certain things or accept certain things, we have to leave that where it is. Okay? All right. We also have here beautiful Radha. So this is like divine feminine energy. I love it. And very balanced divine feminine energy too. A lot of people, when they hear the word divine feminine, they automatically go to like, oh, holy, this holy being, okay? And she is, okay? But there's also that dark feminine energy. And when you say dark, that doesn't automatically equate to evil, okay? No, it's the dark feminine energy is about that putting boundaries down, speaking your mind, okay? Not allowing people to roll over you or treat you badly. You know, standing up for yourself. That is dark feminine energy. Owning your sensuality, your sexuality, the power of that, okay? My biggest example of that is one of my biggest idols, Marilyn Monroe. Okay? She was Norma Jean. And then she discovered and figured out that when she turned herself into Marilyn Monroe, she had this power, this energy, this sensuality that just oozed off of her like no one else. No one else has ever been able to duplicate it. There's never been another Marilyn, you know? embrace that part of yourself. All right? Embrace that power that you have. All right? I feel like the suppression. Okay? No, don't do that. Also, the healthy communication around sex, too. Your partner's not a mind reader. You gotta talk. You gotta tell each other what you want. Okay? So that communication energy really, really coming through here very, very, very heavily. So speak up, my darlings, but speak up with love. All right. So we're going to move on to the Oracle of Energy. And I picked up this deck, flipped it over, and we have Bazinga on the bottom of the deck. Number 19, this card is. Now, that's really, really sticking out to me. So, you may want to Google that, okay? Spiritual meaning of the number 19. Pick the one that resonates most with you, okay? The one that you're feeling. That is your intuition, okay? You got to start trusting yourself more. They're bringing me back to Hope's card with the yellow, solar plexus. Okay, confidence is where your confidence sits, okay? Trusting yourself, trusting your intuition more. Trusting yourself to speak up and be heard, all right? Even if the person isn't ready to hear you yet, you still may have planted the seed. And you've still spoken up for yourself, okay? All right, so let's read Bazinga. So, well. Don't you got it going on? Now is the time to revel in the sweet taste of fantabulous you. You've hit the mark. Go on.
This holiday, BMW has reunited 3 members of the family at the BMW Road Home Sales Event. The Agile X3, engineered for any adventure. The plug-in hybrid X5, commanding the streets with unmatched presence. And the all-electric i4, charging into the future with impeccable performance. Hurry in to find what powers your journey at the BMW Road Home Sales Event. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Visit Valley BMW Center today for attractive lease and finance offers.
When you work in tech at Cox, you get to do meaningful work every day. You get to be the biker who codes as fast as he rides, crafting advanced tech solutions that transform car buying. Or a guitarist who develops harmonious apps and websites, connecting people to people and businesses, all in real time. A savvy soccer mom running solution sets as passionately as she runs gameplays. Be the super secret keeper, designing cybersecurity systems to protect private data and websites. A planet protector, expanding EV battery life and inventing more ways to build a better future for all. When you work in tech at Cox, you get to do career-defining work that solves the greatest problems of our time. Join us and connect to work that improves lives, including yours. Learn more about our family of businesses at cox.career/tech.
Take a victory lap, pop the cork, let's party. Celebrate. Oh, no. Celebratants are lining up at the door. Okay. So, I'm really getting with the pop the cork, I'm getting the energy of New Year's there. I've always kind of found New Year's kind of depressing. I don't know. I'm not sure. I just always kind of have found it very depressing. But I feel like it really is a new start to a new chapter. And bigger than ourselves. You know, like something's coming. You know? There is a reason why everything looks like it's on fire right now, okay? Don't get pulled into it. Don't get pulled into the nonsense. Again, I'm seeing the trust because there is a plan, okay? All of it is a distraction. So just take some time to step away from it. Be in the moment and get your rest. And remember,
if you're a highly sensitive person or you identify as an empath, if you're going to be around a lot of people, or not even a lot, you know, just a family dinner with a couple people can be kind of stressful and a little intense sometimes, you know. And even if it isn't, you know, being in contact with those other energies of whatever people have going on in their own lives and stuff, it's very draining. So make sure you're taking extra time to go to your charging zone. All right. So I've mentioned this before. If we think of ourselves kind of like a cell phone, okay? So where's your charging dock? Where are you recharging? Are you recharging, you know, wrapped up in your comforter, sitting on your bed, binging your favorite shows, or on your couch, you know, or, you know, in your kitchen cooking, whatever it is, wherever your happy place is, where you feel like you're kind of recharging your energy or just taking a moment, do more of that. All right? Especially being in contact with people, you have to allow yourself more recovery time. Okay? This highly sensitive people, please listen to me on that. Even if it doesn't feel draining at the time, you'll notice it later. So make sure you're giving yourself enough time to rest. All right. And as always, if anyone would like a personal reading with me, all the information will be in the description box below. You can email me to book. Okay, so we have Nasty Knot here, and it is a circle on the card. Also the number 47, you may want to look that up. Okay, let's just have a look at this. I think I already know what it means, but let's see here. Despite how it looks right now, you can slip easily out of your current entanglement or ensnarement. It only looks like quicksand. In reality, getting free is a piece of angel food cake. Leave the drama behind, okay? So, going along with the messages we've already been getting, whatever pattern, okay, because the circle here, whatever is leaving your life right now, or trying to leave your life right now, whatever your spirit team is trying to get you to make a different choice about, okay? Let it go. Let it go. And don't be afraid. It only looks like a disaster at this time, or it only looks chaotic at the moment. But you're going to understand why your vessel, your container, needed the space. Okay? And then we have psst, ahem, hey you. So that, again, I was saying, like, your ancestral team is trying to get your attention. So however they're trying to do that, through whatever synchronicities, all right, now start paying attention. The more you engage in the synchronicities that are being sent from the universe, from your ancestral team, from your guides, the more are going to come. Because like I said, if you don't believe in miracles, you cannot manifest a miracle. If you don't engage with the synchronicities, you're going to block the flow of the synchronicities. Okay. We'd like to interrupt this oracle reading with a very important announcement. There's nothing to fear. Every single thing that looks ominous right now is an illusion. Has no power, zip, nada, zilch. It's time to look your fears straight in the eye and cut them out as the insignificant posers that they really are. So, again, cutting cords, cut them out. The fears. Whatever's happening right now only looks like chaos. Trust the process. And listen, I can tell you something that just recently happened to me in my own life that can prove this, what's happening right now collectively. Okay? So, a whole bunch of different shit happened. And then my car, which if, you know, some of you have been following me for a while, you'll know I only bought a year ago. The engine blew in it. Now, I still have not finished paying for it yet. So I've not had a car, and I'm thinking like I still have a while of payments left on this car that is like dead. There's nothing that can be done for it. Engine is done. So I'm sitting with this fear for a few weeks, okay? And this is teaching me patience and not to flip out and to just trust that the universe has something going on for me. Now, the person that I bought my used car from, and I am going to shout them out because they're amazing people, Rob and Amy Winnicocks at Autoflex in Aurelia, Ontario here, okay? They take really, really good care of me. They're amazing. So they happened to be on vacation when all this stuff happened. Like I said, it has been a few weeks. So they come back, they find out what has happened, and what do? First of all, I'm going to say I bought this car as is, all right? So nobody really had to do anything. It's on me. Things happen. You know, there was no way they could have, like, it was just a freak thing. There's no way, like, they could have foreseen it. There's no way that I could have foreseen it. There's no way any mechanic could have checked it out when I bought it and foreseen it. Like, it just wasn't, you know, just happens, right? So I'm a few weeks without a car, freaking out about I'm going to have to pay for this still, and I can't, like, and I'm going to need another vehicle, so can I juggle 2 car payments? You know, all these things are going through my head. And again, try to be patient, try to trust the process. I hear from Rob yesterday. He has a car for me, which I am getting on Monday. And I am not responsible for the money owing on my old car. We're just going to start fresh. My payment remains the same going forward. And situation resolved. New car, 10 a.m. Monday morning. Okay? So, for a few weeks, I was in limbo, freaking out. And there was other stuff going on too, but we're not going to get into that. Trying to trust the process, and I did, and I tried not to freak out, and everything got resolved in a beautiful way. And I'm so, so grateful. And like I said, they did not have to do that for me. Amazing people, amazing people. Thank you, so grateful. I just had to shout them out because they're awesome. And tell you guys that story, because if you're going through some chaotic stuff right now, know there's a reason for it. Even if you don't understand right now, just kind of surf the wave, even if it's not so fun. Even if you got a big shark right behind you as you're surfing that wave. Okay? Keep surfing it. Because something's going to work itself out. Okay? They just showed me like a chessboard, and then all the pieces kind of like just kind of like raining down on the board. So Spirit is putting everything into place for you right now. So whatever was blocking any of that had to move. So whatever's going on there that you might be upset about or not getting at the moment, it is for the reason of all of this stuff falling into place. Which brings us to our next card. Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows everywhere. Now, I thought I had turned off my notifications, and I did not. So you probably would have heard those little bells. And that is notification that this right here is a very, very significant message. Okay. You have every reason to skip, hop, and leap with joy. Optimism is the only reasonable choice because everything else is an illusion. Hope is the only thing that matters. Remember, the archangel we had earlier was named Hope because it points to the inevitable. The glass is not only half full, it runneth over. And again, the glass, okay? We're emptying the glass of the old stuff that's in the way and making room for the good to come in. Okay. Even if we don't see it at this time, gotta trust. And the last card that we have here is the Bunny Hop Jive. So whoever said that you had to do it alone. It's tea for two time. Friendships, partnerships, even party ships are bounding your way. It's time to join hands. Oh, excuse you. Sorry, my dog co-host, she just coughed. You may have heard that. It's time to join hands in do-si-do with your sisters and brothers. Togetherness brings miracles now. So, this wraps up everything that we've been talking about. Being in the moment, enjoying togetherness, believing in miracles. It's 10:10 right now. That's a close of a cycle. Something brand new is coming for you. Trust the process. Good things are coming. Whatever leaving is going to be replaced with something so much better that you can't see right now. Okay? But you have to just trust. So I really hope that everyone has a very, very safe and merry and happy holiday, and that you enjoy it and be in the moment. I may take next week off for a little break. I may not. We'll see. But I wanted to prepare you if I'm not here. And we will be going back to Thursdays. I just wanted to do today as a special Yule episode. All right, guys. I am reminding you that you can always make your own magic. As within, so without. Believe in miracles. Okay? Believe, believe, believe. I'm wishing you so much magic. So much. I really hope your holiday season brings you everything that you wish for. And that the gods favor you and everything that matters to you. Stay magical, my loves.
Whatever the adventure, there's a BMW engineered to take it on. The X3 delivers a striking design with agile performance. The 100% electric i4 packed with pure electric energy. Or the plug-in hybrid X5, an impressive versatile SUV granting full control on every journey. Choose what powers your next adventure during the BMW Road Home Sales Event. BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Hurry in for exceptional offers through January 2nd. Visit bmwusa.com for details.
When you work in tech at Cox, you get to do meaningful work every day. You get to be the biker who codes as fast as he rides, crafting advanced tech solutions that transform car buying, or a guitarist who develops harmonious apps and websites, connecting people to people and businesses, all in real time. A savvy soccer mom running solution sets as passionately as she runs gameplays. Be the super secret keeper, designing cybersecurity systems to protect private data and websites. A planet protector, expanding EV battery life and inventing more ways to build a better future for all. When you work in tech at Cox, you get to do career-defining work that solves the greatest problems of our time. Join us and connect to work that improves lives, including yours. Learn more about our family of businesses at cox.career/tech.